Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly focus for January the 7th through to the 13th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Kara with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, truly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. So what do we have happening in the sky this week for you? Well, we do know that we've just come through a solar eclipse in your 10th house. So that's work, that's career, that's recognition, that's vocation, that's achievement. So you have a lot of strong energy, and there will be a lot of strong energy coming into this area for you. Well, right till I think it's like July 2020. So this is a time to look at your vocation. It is a time to gain recognition, go after career goals. What defines you as a person? You know, if you feel that it's what you give to the community defines you the most, then chances are you're going to be looking more in those areas. If it's home and family, it'll be more in those areas. Like you have to, this is a general reading, so you have to define, what exactly public image or success or vocation or career goals actually stands for you personally. So there is a lot of energy in that one area for you. Not a lot anywhere else. We have Mercury will be arguing, will be squaring with Mars on the Tuesday. So I think that energy kind of lasts Tuesday, Wednesday. So just be careful if you are, it's not the time for interviews. It's not the time for meetings. It's not the time to go in there and say, I need a raise, or I want to do this going forward in this company, or chances are you're going to use the wrong words. Chances are you, the communication isn't strong. The communication is definitely not strong. Okay, we become impatient, we become hasty, we kind of knee jerk the energy and just, go after it. Remember, Mars is in your first house, in your sign, where it's at home, because Mars rules you. So the warrior in you comes out, the one that wants the new beginnings, the new starts, the new experiences, the new journeys, the new love. So be careful. There will be problems with your communication. There will be problems trying to get your message out. Oh, two fell out. We're going to look at these in a second. But then the sun comes up and meets Pluto in the sky before crossing over. And so there's this definite stance about you right now, or this definite energy around you right now that makes you very strong-willed and focused on your goals, beliefs, where you want to go, what you want to create or invent or expand upon in your life. And the more strategy you have in place, the more success you're going to find going forward. Because the sun is crossing over your true warrior, and you have Mars, the warrior, in your home. So there's so much about the warrior. So you could be one that runs out into the battlefield yelling charge and not looking to where they're going, and they don't make it very far. Or it could be the one that is strategically planning on how to get behind enemy lines, or I'm trying to think soldier like, and I've never been in the military, so I really don't have a lot to go on when I'm talking about it. So the very basics. So bear with me in my terminology. So strategy. strategy is so strong. And you have also Uranus in your sign, and you know Uranus all too well, because I think Uranus has been in your sign for the last 7 years, and it's finally gone stationary direct, right? As of the Sunday prior to this video. And so it's you stepping into your independence, your new journey, your new beginning, how you want people to see you, how you want to, what you want, how you want it, who you want to be going forward. And there'll be, chances are, some very beautiful things happening in order to create that, so long as you are showing up for it. And I've been saying that in all my videos recently, and you're no exception to the rule. You have to show up. You have to show the commitment. You have to do the work. So you're very strong, and the more strategy you have behind you throughout this week, the more you will actually open up successful avenues for yourself, successful paths for yourself. And look what shows up here. I almost forgot I was holding these cards. We have the King of Pentacles was the top card, but when I went to pick it up, the Nine of Wands was underneath. So this is a culmination of a lot of paths that you have walked, a lot of lessons you have learned, the wisdom that you have obtained to this point in time. Now, the King of Pentacles, he takes educated risks. But you have to be thinking outside the box. You have to be bringing your unique self to the table. Out of all of the kings, the King of Pentacles is the richest. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't hope. He doesn't sit there and, just say it and pray that it'll happen. He makes it happen. He sees other things coming into play that's going to affect it in a good way or a bad way or indifferent. And taking calculated risk. Knowing who to talk to, what kind of mood they need to be in. Taking in your environment and understanding it. And you do that intuitively. So the more you follow your gut, your instinct. Now that's with the strategic plan, okay? These are all paths that you have walked to get to here and now, this moment in time. And all of those other paths are straight. Look at the ones in the back. They're all straight. Some of them have large blooms on them. Some of them just a little bit of growth, which tells me that they were successful. Either very much so or a little bit. And now we hold this gnarled stick in our hand, this final wand, the next wand. And we're ready to take all of our knowledge, all of our wisdom, all of our intuition forward. That we've essentially been planning our whole life up till now in some way or another, maybe not even realizing that it would be a trait or a tool that we could use on this path forward. We'll put those cards back in. Venus moves into Sag. Didn't even talk to you about that. Venus moves into Sag. So, over the last little while, you've probably been thinking, this doesn't work anymore in my life. This is where I need change. This is where I need adjustment. This is where I want to go forward. This is what I need to leave behind. Am I willing to sacrifice? Will it bring in balance? You've been asking yourselves a lot of serious questions about your passions, about your dreams, maybe within relationships. So Venus going into Sag for you brings out this new passion towards your independence, and towards your freedom, towards learning new things, going on new journeys and adventures, seeking a broader spectrum of your horizon. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday, I think Mars and Mercury are talking and they are not happy with each other, and that's your 10th house and your first house, obviously. Mars is your ruler. So you might want to just, there's that knee jerk energy. Okay, that's where you try and say something because you feel it inside. You have the passion, you have the will, but you didn't plan out what you were going to say or that it was even going to be happening. And it can go extremely bad. I mean, hopefully it goes great for you, but chances are the energy really isn't supporting you to really stand out there and have those discussions, stepping into new business ideas or business projects or any project for that matter, meetings, proposals, things like that. Hold back. Even if you go to the meeting, don't say much and ask to take the paperwork home so you can reread it before you sign off on something. Or, just take that extra step backwards and you'll thank yourself because that will align you with your strategy, with your plan on how you want to go forward. We also have the sun crossing over Pluto. We start with the Hermit. Oh, fitting. So this energy is asking you to pull back. This energy is asking you to say, okay, I'm at the here and now, and this is where I want to go. This is how I'm broadening my horizon. This is how I'm stepping into a new learning event or a new opportunity or a new journey or a new career goal, or really just step it up on a goal that I've always wanted but never really wanted to step into before, or I was fearful, or I didn't think I had what it took, or for some reason we held back from the opportunity before. That could be happening as well. Where I want to see success, where do I want to see achievement? Where do I feel that I need to be recognized for something that I can do or know of who I am? What is my vocation? The Hermit asks you to see yourself in the here and now and take your wisdom from prior and look at your path going forward and making the plan. Understanding the steps that need to be taken, making it tangible, making it real. This solar eclipse that you just went through was all about standing in your truth and being realistic in your approach, your goals, your dreams. Don't make them smaller, make them realistic by putting footsteps in place. The Five of Swords, yeah, I kind of warned you about this energy in the astrology. You might think that you are rallying the troops, and instead everybody turns and walks away and just kind of leaves you standing there going, that went wrong. They didn't get it. So be careful about, those, and it could be just a little conversation that turns into this full blown argument for absolutely no reason. I mean, just don't be putting yourself too far out there without thinking through what you want to say, what you want to communicate this week. Absolutely be careful of that. The Emperor is the planner. The Emperor, the thing I love most about the Emperor is the Emperor doesn't wish, he doesn't fantasize about goals and dreams. He plans. He gets the right people around him with the right knowledge and the right know-how, and he brings it all together, all that knowledge together, so that when he does step forward, he knows it's going to happen. There is no hope or wish. There's the doing. He's prepared. And so this energy is really allowing you to prepare yourself so long as you don't step up to the plate a little bit too soon and swing before that ball even comes near you. So watch the knee-jerk energy. Think more about strategy this week. And yes, if you can step forward in some way where you have been thinking through the strategy, I mean, you are well on your way. If you're not ready, don't do it just for the sake of doing it, because chances are you're going to have to come back and revisit it again. So have a patience. The Six of Swords. Know that you're not an island. Know that you need other people and support in your life. Maybe a partner, maybe a partnership, maybe a team, maybe a corporation. It's working well with other people and combining your strengths. It's taking it slow and steady, knowing that you're in it for the long haul, not the short haul. So this isn't about little goals or dreams that we're setting right now. We're looking at the big picture. And by looking at the big picture, we're setting those little tiny goals for ourselves so that we can see that we are on the right path, that we are doing, that we are experiencing, that we are making it tangible one step at a time, one bite at a time. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. This is Venus and Sag for you. All of a sudden, the world is full of possibilities to fill passions and dreams and desires. So make sure that you are staying focused. I would have to say that would probably be the strongest thing here is make sure that you stay focused, that you don't you start researching something. You know what, I heard something about this, and I think that would work well with my idea, so I'm going to research it, and you research it only to find out that there are like 500 different ways you can go with this. And there's all kinds of things to learn, and you kind of get just scattered brain, and your energy scatters, your mind scatters, and you cease to focus on back to that single word. How can I make it in bite-sized pieces? But this is feeling the love of everything around you, the people around you. This is attaching to the joys, the happiness. This is a time to understand who raises you up and who wears you out when it comes to relationships. It doesn't mean that they're bad people if you get around them, and you get around those people and all of a sudden, you had all this energy. 5 minutes later, you're drained, completely drained, but they go skipping away somehow. So watch where that kind of happens in your world. And if you don't want that to happen to you, surround yourself with mirrors facing outwards every morning. And the reason why you want it faced outwards is evil cannot stand to see itself. So if anything negative starts coming towards you, it'll automatically be rebounded from where it came. And goodness attracts goodness. So when you have love and happiness and joy surrounding you, only more happiness and joy sees and wants to join in. So and just imagine that every day. You'll be amazed there is no confrontations, because sometimes we know there are certain people that, man, we just don't need them around us. It's just bad when they come around, and you love them, and it doesn't mean they're bad people, but it doesn't work for your energies, right? Your combined energies. And there's no fights, there's no confrontations. All of a sudden, routines change, things just happen where you don't cross paths as much. And it also means that you can't throw the negative out there. It'll rebound right back to you. So there is a catch to those mirrors facing outwards. When it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, try and broaden the relationship in some way by it's a mixed bag here. It depends on what you're looking at, I guess. If you're looking at the positive of the relationship, the cup will be overflowing. And if you're looking at the negative in a relationship or that person, the ugliest of the ugly is going to come out, and that's all you'll be able to experience, even if there are beautiful things about that person that you love and adore. So, on an intuitive level, you get more aware of the people that should be surrounding you. And you just really have to be very conscious of your energy in that situation. You know, maybe taking it back to the bare bones of what the relationship means to you. Um, New relationships is something very unique and new and different. It could be a cultural difference, a language barrier, where you live. Um, it could be age. That there's this huge it's not a barrier. It's beautiful because you're attracted to um, something unique and different and wonderful that will not only bring in new knowledge to you and new understanding, and but it'll bring new opportunities. So new relationships right now could be really the storybook type of just two different people coming together that just normally wouldn't happen, and for very good reasons. The Two of Pentacles, you're in decision making time. And it's not like you can make a bad choice right now. That's the glory of the Two of Pentacles, is you really can't make a bad decision. It's just that's your decision. And once you choose one path, you really can't kind of go back and go to the other path as much as you normally could, or at least come back to point A and then go to a new point B. This is like life changing. This is a life changing decision. Maybe it's where you live, maybe it's the people that you are with, or the person you are with. Maybe it is your job, your career, what you do in the community, what you do within the home and family. And regardless of some of the decisions you make, they're really good. We have a pentacle in each hand. We have a ship coming in on each side. So we really have to be, where did we start? The Hermit. And think about, we are here and where do we want to go? And then being the Emperor and making the plan and bringing in the knowledge you need in order to make an educated, oh, that was the card that jumped out, wasn't it? An educated risk. Because you're not going to get it by just sitting there. You have to show up to the party. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.